It does that on my end too. I've noticed that. It'll be like, we're live. And I'm like, we've been
Yeah. So one thing that drives me nuts, but I can go to live multiple places all at the same time. So I don't want to give that up. And StreamYard does the same thing, unfortunately.
I'm not familiar with
We're
StreamYard.
live. We're
Hey,
live for a whole 14 seconds. Okay. Good morning,
look at us.
everyone. This is Danielle and Britt from ND Out Loud, and we're talking spring cleaning and organization when you are neurodivergent today.
Ooh.
I hate spring
Or,
cleaning.
yay.
I hate spring cleaning, and my husband is very autistic and is very much on the we have to clean everything out and get rid of things. We have a reason, but
Okay.
he's driving me nuts. We're having to modify our household because I am now in a wheelchair or using a walker 99% of the time. So we're having to redo our house and make it more accessible to me. But he's going a little far. He even cleaned out our attic, which I'm like, why do we even have to go up there? Like,
Because you're going to be up there all the time, obviously.
yeah, because I can climb those stairs. Uh, he's cleaning out everything, but he has modified my house a bit and moved things so I can get to them now. So that's helpful. But the spring cleaning part,
No bueno.
I like my things. I don't want to get rid of my things. I might need that thing.
There. There.
So how do you as a coach help your clients spring clean? Because I can help my clients spring clean all day long. I cannot help myself. So I need advice, please.
I'm actually a weirdo who loves spring cleaning or like any big clean out. I find it like so immensely satisfying. Um, I will say that like what I call the two golden rules of ADHD organizing and cleaning. Um, and this is general but can be applied to spring cleaning. Okay. One, if you're not using it, if you don't like it, and if you don't need it, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Um, the less you have, the less you have to manage. And with ADHD, we just need to simplify as much as we can when it comes to tasks that may be challenging from an executive functioning standpoint. Um, my and like I know a lot of people have a hard time with deciding, what do I keep, what do I get rid of? Um, and some of that is because we have possibility brains, right? We see the use and the potential for, um, we're more likely to hold on to stuff. Um, I saw this, there's this like woman, I think it's on TikTok. I don't know. It's going around in all the like different ADHD social media channels. Because first, a lot of us, the Marie Kondo, like, does it spark joy? Is it's too many thoughts for us. But this woman said, and if anybody knows her name, please try her because I think this is genius. Um, if you're unsure about an item, if this item had poo on it, would I sanitize it to keep it, or would I just throw it out?
Oh my gosh. That is fantastic.
Because if it's really, really important to you, you'll sanitize it, right?
Hmm.
But if it's not, you may throw it out and never think about it again. You may get rid of it and like replace it with a newer version of whatever that is. And it like really hits that like visceral part. I love that. So getting rid of things that you don't need or
That's
aren't
an
using or don't like,
executive function decision too.
right?
Is it you? I mean, when you're looking at like spoon theory or something like that, is this worth using all of the spoons to save and keep? Or is it not? I love that. I just kept a
Or
whole box of things that the answer is no on. I should get rid of that.
ooh,
That is really good. I like that.
I like it too. I wish I knew her name. Ma'am, if you're out there, you're a
Yeah,
genius.
if you've talked about that in TikTok, please let us know it's you and post a link to your TikToks because now I want to watch the next time you find the TikTok, share one with me because
Yeah, because now we trust you.
yes, because that's fantastic. So for me, like I have no problem being organized. Organized, I like my clutter. So I like organized chaos and I
Yes.
love that. But organization is easy for me, but cleaning and getting rid of things is really hard. But I mean,
Mm.
a lot of us have trauma behind that. A
Mhm.
lot of us have a whole lot of trauma.
Say
I
more.
know. I do. So for me, it was because I was so chaotic and messy. I've had people in my life just throw everything out on me before, and me not even realize it. So that weeks down the line, months down the line, I'm looking for the thing,
And
and it's gone.
oh my
And
God. And then
that
with
happened
ADHD, you're
many.
like, did I just misplace?
Yes, there's that. And then I also we have this funny thing in our house. Mind you, we have been home almost 16 years, 15 years.
Okay.
In June, it will be
Okay.
15 years from Africa. We went to Africa for 14 months and lived there, sold almost everything we owned, took 27 trunks worth of things to Africa with us, and then came
That's a
home
lot
with
of
three
stuff.
trunks. Trunks. We only came home with three trunks, okay?
Whoa.
So there's a discussion in the house and when we can't find something because we're all neurodivergent and have amazing object memory when we're looking for something. We have
Nice.
object impermanence. So I mean, we all have object impermanence. But it will be the discussion of did we have that before Africa? Did we buy it after Africa, or did it stay in Africa? We've been home 15 years, people. This is still a discussion in my house.
After Africa sounds like a really intense, like British TV drama.
It does. From an American standpoint, it was a really intense year of coming home after Africa and learning to relive in the United States. That was a very interesting process for three neurodivergent people.
Yeah,
Um,
I bet it
but
would be.
but so we have that object. We have the memory of having the object, and we like our things. My husband does too. So I pick on my husband for wanting to spring clean. My husband has probably 50 of the same tool down in the garage. I swear to you, I know he does. So my husband and tools is his thing that he hoards. Okay.
He loves a
Um,
tool.
he
Hey,
loves a tool and he buys new
okay,
tools
family.
all the time. That's his thing. Um, that's only that musical stuff. We have so much musical stuff in this house. It's ridiculous. And he doesn't even play in a band anymore. And we still have a ridiculous amount in this house. But for me, it's like paper and pens and stickers. And like, that's a
Mm,
big thing for me. And clothes for me is a big
yeah.
thing because I wasn't allowed real clothes when I was a child. So for me,
Mm,
clothes is a very, very big deal to have a variety of things to wear. I had 3 outfits as a
yeah.
kid at any given time. That's all I
Wow.
was allowed growing up in a weird cult thing. So clothes, like, and I can't get rid of things. I have a hard time getting rid of those things.
Mm.
I might want that sticker pack that I've never used that I'm
How do
going to have
you
to use
decide
glue.
to get rid of things ultimately? If you do.
Well, if I do, they have to be destroyed and unusable.
Wow.
I like it's that extreme. However, I love your if it had poo on it, would I save it? I really like that because there's a lot of things I wouldn't like that would be too much effort to bother with. Like honestly, it
Right?
becomes down to that effort.
Do I want to expend the energy and do I have the energy to expend?
Absolutely.
'Cause 9 times out of 10, I don't.
I would
Sure
say
do
10 times
not.
out of 10. There might be the one rare case here and there that absolutely
Where
would
you get like a burst.
oh yeah. The once every 6 months that might happen, but maybe not.
Yeah.
So when it comes to organizing, and what are some of your favorite tips for like organizing papers and like office things for you?
Oh, okay. So my desk is not a shining example of this right now, because I'm a real person. But when I do organize and get things out of the way, once I've gotten rid of the things that I'm not using, don't want, don't need, then my favorite rule is an item needs to be just as easy, if not easier, to put away than it is to leave out. So I don't have a lot of like complicated organizing, like beautified things. I think like both I and a lot of my clients can like really easily get sucked into like those like online videos or like someone organizes a space and they have like 17 million different containers for all their different items and it's like so beautifully put away. And it's like, listen, if it takes me 5 minutes to like gorgeously organize this thing, let's be real. The second I'm struggling with executive function, that's not going to happen. And I'm just going to leave it out. So it has to be really, really easy to put away, which is why I have a lot of like easy, like built-in shelving. Like I bought a desk with a shelf on it. I have like a little organizer. Additionally, all of my shelves, like I don't have drawers that I can't see into because once I can't see it, out of sight, out of mind. So those are
Mhm.
my like main organizing for like paper things. Honestly, those are things that apply to most of what I organize, but looking at my like current desk, like where I am right now, those are the two things that pop out to me. What about you?
For me, out of sight, out of mind is definitely a thing. So I have open bookshelves and I put things on bookshelves so I can see them easily. Um, Carts, rolling carts for like my stickers and stuff like that, so that I can see them.
Love a rolling cart.
And right now for me, and I always like that because I could just see it and I could pull it close to me at my desk. But now because I have a lack of mobility, now they allow me to work wherever my body is most comfortable. So I'm really loving that I did
Oh,
that now. And that was an accident, like that wasn't planned for that reason, but now I need a couple
right.
more to make it easier because I can't
No.
carry be using a walker or using a cane all the time and stuff makes it harder to
Right. You
carry
can't just
things.
carry
So I
everything.
definitely need some more rolling carts. But things like that, and
Yeah.
I like bookshelves so I can easily grab, see everything and
And I
open,
see it.
like my pens are in cups and things like that because I can see them all, not in a drawer. Because even if I put them in a clear drawer, I still can't see them all and I forget they exist.
Yeah, I think you bring up an excellent point about how accessibility is not only physical, but cognitive.
Hmm.
Like it may be easy for me to grab, but if it's not going to stay in my awareness, then it's not truly accessible to me.
Right.
And I think you also make an excellent point on like we need to be preparing ourselves in terms of like how we organize for our hardest days. A lot of my clients, and I used to do this all the time too before I forced myself out of habit. They plan their organization for like best case scenario, you know, on days when I'm
Hmm.
totally feeling great and like everything is going well, I'll be able to access this, and this. And it's like, no, what about days when you don't feel well? Maybe your executive function is really low. Um, are these things accessible and usable for you?
Exactly. Because and that is a big thing for me is because I have more low spoon, low energy days now than I do have high energy days. And I need to calculate every about ounce of energy I have. So if I cannot organize things, put things away in a way that is easy for me to use, even on those bad days, then
Yeah,
there's no point in having it.
exactly. It's not going to work. It
Right.
has to work on a bad day.
Right.
Or why do I have it?
Exactly.
And I know for me, there's a lot of like letting go of what I thought like a neat or tidy space might look like.
Well, and it's kind of like my refrigerator. I don't use my refrigerator the way it's supposed to be used. Condiments are in the drawers because I know that I
Mhm.
have ketchup and mustard and the things that I use all the time just go in the drawers.
Yep. I think that's brilliant.
Produce goes in my door
So you can see it.
and I'll use it and eat it.
Yeah. So something we do with our produce is we write out what we have and we put it on the front of the fridge. So I don't
We
even have to open it.
I also have that now because again, I can't go down to my pantry anymore.
Mm.
So I have a list on my fridge so that it tells me what's down there. And in my pantry, there are days I don't have the energy to dig through my pantry that's in my kitchen. So I make sure that my husband has written everything down so that I make sure it's
Yeah.
all available to me.
So you can see it and know ahead of
Mm,
time
hmm.
what you're getting into.
Right.
None.
But all of those things are just like they're simple, like, oh, why didn't I think of that? Well, because I can
Because
think of it
oftentimes
for
you don't even
you.
have to think about it.
Right. Exactly. So, what is one of the best, other than the poo thing? Because that's awesome. I love that. What is one of the best things that you have learned by watching TikTok? One of the best tips, tricks for staying organized?
Ooh, I don't know. The poo thing is the first thing that comes to mind. Nothing is coming to my brain right now.
I'm sure you will
I
think of
wish
things.
it was.
If you have things that you use to stay organized and get things done, let us know. We'd love to hear some of
Yes,
your
let me hear.
organization tips, so your spring cleaning tips. One of my other best spring cleaning tips is having 3 boxes: garbage, donate,
Love a box.
and store. So that as you're going through things, you're sorting things, you're not just going, "Oh, I'll go through that later." No, go through it immediately. Do it right now because we all know you'll never go through it later.
Speaking of boxes, I really like the idea of an I don't know box. Sometimes when we are organizing, we just get tapped out. We don't know if we want to keep it or get rid of it. We don't know if like where we want to store it. So I like the idea of an I don't know box. It should be pretty small, folks. But it's a box that stays within your view, and once it's full, then you go through it. But it's
I
a
like
safe
that.
place to not like kirk yourself out. Because I know, like, I and a lot of my clients were like, I don't know what to do with this thing. I have to stop all my progress for the day. I'm just panicked. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Hello.
Maybe not. Maybe just like put
Set
it
it
over here.
aside. Come back to it later when you have more
Set
brain
it aside.
cells to like
Exactly.
figuring it out. So, what is one of your favorite? You know how you watch those TikTok channels that of people cleaning or people cleaning a carpet or power washing a
Yeah.
house or whatever.
Oh,
Do you watch any cleaning videos?
God, they're so satisfying. They're so calming. Oh my
Aren't they
God.
though?
The carpet thing, I'm so glad you brought that up because it is one of my simple joys in this life.
I
Oh,
love watching stuff like that. But one suggestion that I had for a client, she couldn't get inspired to clean or do anything. And I said, set a timer and set the block thing on your phone so it'll block out the app and go watch cleaning videos on TikTok for like 15 minutes before you clean.
ooh, inspire yourself.
Hmm.
Oh, I love that.
Because we all know if we don't get inspired and we don't have some motivation, it ain't happening.
No, I mean, I wish it would, but
Yeah. Because, well, again, and this is why I do what I do, you have to learn how to create dopamine and norepinephrine on demand in order to create your motivation sometimes. And you want to know what? Watching the TikTok cleaning videos kind of does that a little bit for you. But you have to set a
um,
timer so you don't doom scroll and stay there.
yes, and get distracted. I have to share one of the things one of my former clients did to help get themselves like in the mood for cleaning and inspired. They really love Disney. I'm sure you can relate. Um, but cleaning was really hard for them. So they ordered like a little like apron that looked a lot like or pretty much exactly like Cinderella's apron, and it became their cleaning outfit. And they would like put on like
I have a
Disney
Belle one.
music.
I have a bell apron that like she wore when she was cleaning and doing stuff in the library. So I understand doing that. And if you have to put on, so and I saw this on TikTok at some point, and it was just a random. She was struggling. She was somebody who was very, very depressed, and her house was really bad.
Okay.
And she bought herself a prom dress to clean her house in, and she would do her makeup and do her hair and put on this dress
I love this.
and the
I love everything
shoes,
about this.
and she would clean her house.
I know women, have I told you about, I know a woman who wears her wedding dress to vacuum
That's awesome.
because she's like, I bought it. I spent a bunch of money on it. I've got to wear it sometime, but I don't want to do it. Like,
In public.
yeah, one in public, there's not a lot of places to wear it. Uh, but two, like, she doesn't want to do it when she's doing like tasks that could like get it dirty because she cares about it.
So
So
vacuuming.
it's her vacuuming outfit,
See,
and
I
I
love
think
that.
it's
That's
genius.
just awesome. That is genius. So, what do you need to give you the dopamine to get the thing done? I think that always, and we come back to that a lot. Like, watch
Yeah,
TikTok to get inspired, watch some YouTube videos, put on the prom dress, put on the wedding dress, put on the Disney ears and the Disney apron and the cute little, put your whole Disney bound outfit on and do the thing.
yes. And like, listen, we're not just saying this because we like to have fun. We do. Don't get us wrong. That's our bad. But when we talk about like doing things to have fun, we're talking about doing things to increase levels of dopamine in our brains. Dopamine is not just a chemical that makes us feel good. It absolutely does. It
It's our
absolutely does.
motivation. It's our
But it
motivation
affects our
chemical.
internal motivation. And so when we are happy, when we are having fun, our motivation inherently goes up. This is like, and like, thank God. I like to say, like, I love the fact that I have to eat and sleep to live because those are really fun activities.
But
But like, I also like that if I want to do a task, I have to make it fun.
you have to.
That,
And there's no rules on how to make it fun. Wear that wedding dress, wear that prom dress, wear a whole Disney bound outfit, dress up like Chewbacca for all I care, and clean your
yeah,
house. But it does that make it fun for you? And you also, if you have littles in your house, it also teaches your littles that life
yeah,
doesn't have to be boring and hard and horrible and things can be fun. And you're teaching them to motivate themselves to do things like horrible, like cleaning the
yeah.
room and doing all of those things.
Yes, and not having them feel like, oh, this is just something I have to do and it's horrible and like I have to do this for the rest of my life and it's gonna suck and I'm not looking forward to it. No, 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 no. All of these things can be really, really fun.
You
Maybe
don't
not really, really fun, but enjoyable.
more enjoyable because I
More
mean it's
enjoyable.
still cleaning and it's still doing dishes and it's still doing those things. But if you can find a little bit of joy in the process of doing that, and maybe it's when you turn on a Disney karaoke or soundtrack or whatever and listen to it, or if Disturbed is your thing, listen to Disturbed. If you want to
Oh
listen
yeah.
to whatever it is, give yourself the sensory input you need to create the dopamine you need.
Yeah. Um, I do have this book. While we're talking about this, I thought I'd bring it up. Oh, ADD, ooh, ADD friendly ways to organize your life. I love this book. If anybody is like, I feel really lost with organizing and I don't know where to start,
That
this
is
is
a
a
very good book.
fantastic resource. Um, and mine is like completely earmarked and like highlighted all over. I turn to this a lot in session when my clients are looking for different activities. I will say one of my favorite um, things that I got from this book was when you are looking to redo a space, is calling upon a space that you already really enjoy. So the example in the book is some guy's organizing his garage, and that seems like really overwhelming and boring until he realizes that he loves going to like the hardware store, like Home Depot, Lowe's, etc. And his goal then becomes to like recreate a hardware store in his
Ooh.
garage because that's like a place he's already familiar with. He goes there all the time, so he knows where things are, and he just kind of like recreates that similar structure in his garage. And I'm like, yeah. I have a client the other day, we were talking about this, and they were like, I always feel so calm and like peaceful in hotel rooms. And I was like, why can't your space, why don't you make your bedroom more like a hotel room? Like, use that as inspiration. We do not have to start from scratch.
Absolutely not. The other thing that is really good, so if you like tough love and you need somebody to tell you like it is and to yell at
Oh,
you to motivate you, there's a girl on TikTok. Her name's Kylie Perkins, and she is a very much, she's kind of
a
funny,
great name.
but she is very tough love. Like, you don't have time to sit on your butt. Get up, do your stuff. This is your morning routine. This is what you do. Like, and she lays it out so there's no decision fatigue. I love her. But the other one that's really good is there's another girl on TikTok called Casey Davis. She's a therapist. She also wrote the book How to Keep
Oh,
House While You're Drowning.
my
She
clients
is,
love Casey Davis.
so you're going to either like Casey Davis or Kylie Perkins. You're not going to like both of them. There are very few people that like both of them because they're very opposing styles on how to do things, but they're both fantastic resources depending on what your brain needs and your personality. I kind of flip back and forth between whether I like Casey or Kylie depending on my mood for the day.
Need different things, different times.
I do. So there's some resources for you to help you get organized, help you clean your house, do your things. And we have a million more. If you need help, reach out because
Mm.
both Britt and I have a million pieces of advice for you. I can't keep my own house clean, but I can help you keep yours done.
Yeah, I bet Danielle's really good at this too, but I'm really good at like if you are struggling with like what to keep and what to get rid of, I'm really good at asking the hard hitting questions. I'm like,
Uh, Do you
and
really want
reminding you
this?
of what you said at the beginning of the process.
Hmm.
You're like, hey, I need to like have my t-shirt collection.
Hmm.
Okay, well, you've got 40 and you've got room for 20. Now you're trying to haggle for 21, and we all know this is a slippery slope.
Yes. And that's where things, I think people forget that an ADHD coach can be that part of your executive function for you sometimes.
Oh my gosh, yes, we can. And it's so much fun.
Oh, we love it. As coaches, don't ever feel guilty for asking us to do things like that because that is so fun. I love doing that as a coach.
Yes. And I love when people do it for me too. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
these are the ways that we can absolutely support you. And if you just need someone to like sit and listen to you process out loud while you're going through things, that is also totally acceptable, totally something we can do. Sometimes you just need a sounding board.
Right. Sometimes we need somebody to just be present. Just
Hmm.
be present. That's it. So what is the one thing you are spring cleaning right now?
Oh, my first focus is my wife's car because we've been driving in it a lot and we have a really bad habit of like just leaving stuff in it. And so it's really, really full. So my wife's car, and then this coming weekend we're gonna attack our patio now that it's getting warm again, and it has gotten real messy over the course of the colder months. So cleaning that off and getting it ready to like actually use will be nice. What about you?
We my closet, my master bedroom closet has to be,
Whoa.
we started that and it is a mess. It has a lot of things that don't belong in it and
Mm.
like empty bins and things just need to go because I can't get in and out of it at this point. And I need to organize my shoes and go through my shoes because I have a huge shoe collection. And unfortunately, now that I am less mobile, some of them make me trip and fall on my face. So I need to get rid of
We
them.
don't like that. We don't like
Hmm.
that.
So,
Name.
so I need to go through my shoes. to get rid of some of my shoes that make me fall. But I also don't need a broken nose or broken hip or something like that either. So we need to get rid of the shoes.
Yeah, I'll take intact bones for
Hmm.
500, please.
Yeah. Let's keep bones from breaking. Yep, that's a good idea. So that's our goals this weekend is to get the master bedroom done and go through shoes.
Okay.
Not fun, but we'll get it done and then it'll be done and I don't have to worry about it.
And it'll feel so satisfying.
It will. It will feel
Oh, I
satisfying.
love that feeling.
Yes, I do too. I have to
Just
admit, even I love that.
massaging, like, oh yeah.
If you need help, if you're struggling, please let us know. We are here to help. We are a team of ADHD, ADHD, autistic coaches. We all are diagnosed ourselves. And we also have our very interesting niches that we all each carry and do. So just reach out.
We
Somebody is
sure
here
do.
for you. And we are also one of the most economical, on purpose, this is our passion, one of the more economical teams that exists. So please reach out, ask for help. We can help you spring clean. We can help you get organized because we love to do that for others and with others. Have
Yes.
an amazing day.
Happy spring.